Everyone ready?
Yes.
Okay, class, so strap in for visual storytelling and good character design 101 by me. Ignore the small text at the bottom. A small disclaimer, any characters I use as an example I consider to be A+ character designs. I just didn't want to talk about them for a whole slide. And I'm sorry I didn't include women. That's just, I didn't include a lot of women because a lot of designs are over-sexualized or just kind of stinkers, but you promised me I love women. Anyways, so what makes a good character design? You have to ask yourself 3 simple questions. Can you tell what their job/role is? Can you tell their personality? And can you visually tell them apart from the other characters, aka do they have a good silhouette? First off, job. This can be shown in many different ways. Inventors might have may have signs that they spend time outside, like scars and tan. And mechanics might have rough hands, wear work clothes like boots, overalls, boiler suits, etc., or carried around tools like the engineer over here. So, you can also tell a lot about a character by a character's job by their build. You see the scout over here, he's lean, he's hunched over, he's in a running position, he's clearly like the speedster, but he also cannot take a lot of hits. Contrasting that with the heavy, he's the big guy, he cannot do a lot of sneaking, his back is straight, he's clearly looking for like a one-on-one fight. Moving on to personality. So this is another way to make your characters distinct. You can see with these 2 characters, they're both like an engineer. You can tell they're both engineers or inventors. They're both also both southern and very hot. But with the engineer, Mr. Del Conager, you can see he's self-serious. He's ready to get to work. His eyes are down. His tool is up. But with Nico, she's a lot more laid back. She's smoking a cigarette. She really doesn't care. Again, this is the devil may care attitude. I wish Cosmo was here. And it helps it helps differentiate herself when half the cast quite literally is the white devil. Okay, so moving on. Posing is also extremely important, especially with these 2. This is seen with both Kai and RoboKai and Kai Kisuke from the Guilty Gear series. They visually have the same hair, same outfit, same sword, same everything. But it's the posing that sets them apart. RoboKai is clearly conniving, he's arrogant, and he might be a little stupid. And Kai is clearly, he's righteous, he's battle ready, and he's serious. He's staring down the camera, his sword is up, he's ready for a fight. This is good use of posing for differentiating your characters. And this helps transition to the next section, which is silhouette. Now, silhouette is, if you have you have like a personality and a job down, it helps make refining the silhouette a lot easier. And shape language is very important with this, especially when you're on design constraints. As you can see with these cookies in Cookie Run, God, I wish Cosmo was here. They all basically have the same body type and whatnot, same proportions. It's the shape language that sets them apart. As you can see, Holly Berry has this heart-shaped motif, and Dark Cacao has this more diamond-shaped motif. This can also be seen, this is one of my favorite examples, is the Wizard of Oz JRPG called The Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road. These characters have incredible use of shape language, and you can easily break them down into their core shapes. You can see the Tin Man is he's blocky, he's very sturdy. The Scarecrow is long and lanky. Dorothy and Toto have like the most normal silhouette because like they're normal people. And the Lion has got this it's good. It feels like that stereotypical like superhero body type, which it's like the tapering downwards, which helps contrast the fact that he's very cowardly. And this design is so good that I stole that shit. As you can see, focusing on keeping these shapes very distinct shape language. Very clear. I'm not too happy with this one, but it's okay. And you know what? Design's so good, I made it into a little plushie, as you can see. Again, trying to maintain those, distinct shapes. He's not sitting on my desk anymore, but he used to be sitting on my desk. Those are toothpicks for the legs. This is one example of bad character design, I think her name is Mavuika from Genshin Impact. Genshin's got a few good ones, but they've also got quite a lot of stinkers. What is this design? She's supposed to be a goddess of war, apparently. Can you get this at all in her design? She doesn't carry any weapons, at all. I don't really want to talk about colors, but this is just this hurts my eyes. And she doesn't really look like she fits in the world she exists in, which is more of like a fantasy-esque game. And several other characters look a whole lot more like goddesses of war. For example, I think her name is Candace, I'm not sure. She's got her shield up, shield and spear, clearly ready for a fight, unlike whatever is going on over here. This, I would consider a good design. This is quite pleasing to me. Anyways, moving on to good character design. Now, I'm going to need a little bit of help, a little audience participation here. And I'm going to see if you guys, this is an A+ character design for me, but I want to see if you guys can tell what this guy's about just from looking at him. This is Charles Holt, or the aeroplanist from Identity 5. So, could you guys, what on earth? Okay, from looking at him, what could you say his job was?
I'll raise my hand.
You raising your hand?
Inventor.
Yes!
Engineer.
Engineer, good. Very good. He's clearly an aviator or inventor character, seen with a little rinky-dink backpack, jetpack on his back. But you could also have assumed he was a construction worker because of his, work attire and large build relative to the cast of Twinks. We'll get to that. This is also just a lovely piece of art that really, captures what this guy is about. He's not focused on his work environment. His eyes are up. He's focused on what's going on in the air. It's a lovely sense of romance in this image. I quite like it. And also a lovely sense of zero work safety. Nothing is holding him to that little ball and chain or whatever. Anyways, moving on. This is a 5 out of 5 for me in the job category. So, can you tell his personality from this little image, right? If you notice, he's pouting. His guy's hair covering his eyes, his unkempt hair. His hands are clasped in front of him. He doesn't know what to do with himself, and he has this Fibonacci spiral posture, dude. He's hunched over. Altogether, it gives the impression that he's a little nervous or ashamed of himself. He's clearly down on his luck, stiff and cramped posture, contrasting his larger build. It's he's trying to physically make himself smaller, he's ashamed of something. And that begs the question, what is he ashamed of? This is a good instance of visual storytelling right here, and it draws you into this character, and it makes you ask questions about him. It gets you interested. It got me interested, anyways. And the contrast between the big guy and the tiny jetpack is really funny to me. 5 out of 5 in this category. So, and is he distinct from the rest of the cast? I'd say yes. I mean, his posing is pretty unique from the rest of these characters. His job also makes him very unique. But so a little bit of background. Identity 5 is sort of like Dead by Daylight. It's 4 survivors versus 1 hunter, and it can't make him too big without making his hitbox too big, therefore making it unfair to play as him, which is, again, a design constraint you have to work around. That being said, I do wish he was fat, but that's just me. 4 out of 5. Overall, he gets a lovely 14 out of 15. This is a great exemplary character design. The contrast between a drab and sort of pathetic and sad appearance and his lofty dreams of flying make for a very compelling character to me. You go, Unc. And I don't know if there is a name for this genre of character, but God, I really hope men like this exist. This is just a little screenshot of me talking about this. I put that in there of me talking to Gris.
Why did you put that in there?
Because I thought it was funny.
Oh my God.
Okay, moving on to quick character review, aka I gush about characters I like. Starting with my honorable mentions. Okay, Rose Quartz from Steven Universe, Sherlock Holmes from The Great Ace Attorney, Venom from Guilty Gear Strive. This is a great design, oh my god. Lead from Dungeon Meshi, the 3 good fairies from Sleeping Beauty, Ganji Gupta from Identity 5, including his summer skin. This is just nonsensical design. What is with the netted one piece? I don't get it, but also I get it, and I never mind, okay. Miro from Devil May Cry. Millie and Meryl from Trigun's, the original Trigun. I can't get an image because Millie is not in the remake, unfortunately. This is lovely. Nicholas D. Wolfred from the original Trigun, Vash the Stampede from the remake. I just like this design better. I don't know. Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, Prince Sidon from this is Tears of the Kingdom. God. Arvin from Pokemon, Marcel from Dungeon Meshi, and Daniel Southworth as Eric Myers from Power Rangers Time Force. This does not pertain to anything I have to say. I just think he's particularly handsome. Anyways, moving on to good characters in no particular order. Again, ranked 1 to 5 in the aforementioned categories. 15 points total, above 7 is a pretty good score. First off, this is Tade from Dungeon Meshi. Oh, she's clearly like the bruiser type. She's like, because of like her larger build, but you can also tell like she has pigtails. Look at the light in her eyes. She's silly, she's innocent, but there also may not be a lot going on up there. And in Dungeon Meshi, the whole cast has unique body types and posing, as seen by this lovely little art the creator drew of Tade and Izutsumi from the show. But hers is, I just love this design. It's lovely, and it showcases a very unique body type, especially because she's supposed to be like an ogre or oni. 15 out of 15. Good, this is great. I love this. Next, I put the thing in front of the name. God damn it. Okay, this is Rhyme from Pokemon. Job, she's clearly a rapper or music artist, and she's also clearly a ghost type trainer. As you can see, the hair is a skeleton. She's clearly she's tough, she's focused, she's clearly great at her job. She's probably been in this game for quite a while, and this is just a sick design. Great posing, unique body type, and the hair is a skeleton. I cannot express this enough. The hair is a skeleton. That is so cool. Whatever Game Freak employee designed this needs to get the most expeditious head possible. This is great. 15 out of 15. I love this design. Next is the Wind Waker version of Ganondorf from The Legend of Zelda. He's really clearly, everyone I think it's common knowledge that Ganondorf is the bad guy, but he's very clearly evil. I really chose the worst quality images for this, but he's clearly looking down at you, and it's especially effective because the Link in this game is like 10. He's especially small. He's imposing, he's regal, he's conniving. He doesn't have any weapons, but you can clearly tell he's dangerous. His silhouette is just amazing. This pose, the chest is puffed out, and the design on his clothes is great. It has this triangular sort of shape that leads your eye up to his head. It makes you meet his gaze. 15 out of 15. Great character. Also, he's not explicitly. He's not a Disney villain evil. He's clearly a lot more nuanced than that. I feel like you'd get that from this design. Great character, love it. Next is Zook and Mayday from No Straight Roads. Now, No Straight Roads is particularly special to me because it's made by a Malaysian studio, Malaysia on top. So they're clearly musicians, right? They've got the drummer and the guitarist, but their personalities are clearly distinct. Zook is more level-headed and cool, as opposed to Mayday's more hot-headed and energetic. You can also get the sense of that in their colors, and they're also unique from each other, which is especially good because they are dual protagonists in this game. Other than that, No Straight Roads has really good character design. It's a huge inspiration for me in my art. Great characters. No Straight Roads, more like no straight characters. Anyways, the trailer for No Straight Roads 2, the sequel, came out, and this is just a great evolution of the design. But one thing I noticed, why on earth did they give Zook a rhinoplasty? Anyways, 15 out of 15. Moving on to Yusuke Kitagawa from Persona 5. This is just a lovely design. He's clearly eccentric. You can see that in his poses.
That's my god.
Perhaps he's an artist or an actor. He's clearly artsy. But he's also a student. You can see that in his student uniform too. He's a little whimsical. He's eccentric clearly, and he's dramatic as hell. No normal person poses like this. And you can so they're called Phantom Thief outfits. They magical girl transform, whatever. It's a very simple design, but it's just it works because his poses again are so eccentric and good. Poses. My boy knows poses. He's also the tallest and lankiest of the group, which is quite lovely. 15 out of 15. I love him so much. He's great. And moving on to my also, note the tail is clipped onto his belt. Just wanted to make that known. Anyways, moving on to my favorite character from Persona 5, Ryuji Sakamoto. So, hell yeah, he's clearly the muscle or brute force of this group. He's very evil henchman-esque to me. Like, there's nothing going on up there. There's nothing going on up there. He's built to say, yes, boss, of course, boss, and hit someone over the head with a pipe. Again, he's stupid. He's a little rebellious. He's wearing a school uniform, but he's not wearing it properly in the slightest. He's also got, like bleached hair. He's my little silly Billy. Again, Persona 5 is really good with their poses. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but, like, this is just great. Again, I want you guys to notice that, like, he has a pipe. He's clearly it's not a deadly weapon. It's a blunt weapon. And it's also a crude weapon because I don't know, it just fits him. And, again, extra points because his persona, they're kind of like stands from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. His persona is a pirate, and pirates are automatically cool, therefore Ryuji is cool. I actually hate him, guys. 15 out of 15. Anyways, I've noticed, if you've seen from my presentation and making this presentation, I've noticed a sad lack of fat people and people of color. Just because, I don't know, the industry is stinky like that. So, if you want to see how I implement this design philosophy, tune in for another shitty slideshow about my OCs. That's it. Do you guys have any... Yay! Do we have any questions?
That was awesome. I like it. Wow, that was such a good
How do I stop streaming?
Presentation. I sure hope there's a sequel.
I hope there's a sequel. Any questions? Any comments? What? Oh, I do have to do the wheel. My fault.
Let me turn the wheel first.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay, what's your question, Dennis?
How would you rate Lucime's character design from Pokemon?
How would I rate? I think Lucamine is I'd give her like a good 14 out of 15. She's sinister, but like also elegant, you know? It gives a good vibe. She has a good vibe. I like Lucamine as a character design. Okay.
Are you streaming?
Am I streaming?
You're not.
I'm not. Am I? No, I'm not. Okay, wait.
So you're not.
I'm not. Okay.
For the sequel, we should have JoJo.
Yeah. I didn't have Josuke on there? I swear to God I put Josuke in my honorable mentions. I might have just skipped over him. Okay. So, spin the wheel. Let's see who's going next.
Oh.
Oh!
Now it's time. It's time.
Marie's gonna show us porn.
Oh no!